harder, try harder. I've given it everything I've got. I just haven't got a lot. Hello everybody and welcome back to Loose Takes Podcast. This is episode 2 of series 2 and I'm super excited. We have had a little set change up and that is because I had to change it the other day for someone else and I forgot to change it back. But I quite like it, so what do you think?
I'm going to roll with it.
You've got a full sofa now, stick your legs up, girl.
It's meant girl.
Boy.
I think.
Check you out.
Check the rear end on that.
Don't, because it's actually quite embarrassing when your boyfriend's house is bigger than yours.
No, it's not.
It's not. Even the fact you had to say it in a sarcastic tone speaks volumes. So I've got a cute little pod today, and we're going to talk about, not so specifically, but we are going to touch on why in our relationship you make the decisions and I don't.
Oh, it's a me and you one, is it?
It's not a me and you one. It is the whole
explanation. Yeah,
no, it's not really an explanation. It's all about this whole decision fatigue and all the decisions we're faced with today as a society.
Okay.
But I do want to. It's very related to you and me because, let's be honest, I don't like to make decisions. And I will do absolutely everything in my power to not make a decision. And I will make Liam make it for me. Even if it has nothing to do with Liam.
It could literally not affect my life whatsoever, but I still have to make the choice.
Yeah. I just find it easy to pass that off onto someone else.
But it's not my responsibility.
I know. I just tried to make it yours. Anyway, so I have also, I've reached out to you guys, asked you some questions about decision making. What's the worst decision you've ever made? And I've got some juicy replies, so I can't wait to go through them. But I'm dead excited. And we had a lot of fun last time, so I'm excited to have some fun. So have some fun this time. I've got my beavers back out.
Classic.
Because...
You're matching now?
Yeah, I feel like
your beavers are matching.
My uniform, my matching, my whole... Yeah, I've got a beaver vibe going on.
Your mic's got a beaver.
Yeah. Beaver... No, I don't.
Don't.
I was going to touch on Bevo then in his recent escapades.
Indulging in beavers.
I was just going to make that connection. Bevo and his beavers. Anyway, let's not, shall we? Hey, but people have had a lot to say about... I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Have you heard?
On the great...
On the great... What people have been saying about Beaver in particular? Not Bevo, but I'm talking about the Beaver he was involved with.
No.
Right, we'll talk about that later.
Nice.
Yeah, I want to...
PT.
I want to... I love PT. PT. Because I do want to keep, this podcast slightly highbrow. I'm very highbrow.
Cleansed, potentially.
So what we're actually going to talk about today is the modern overload of choices. So as a society today, we are faced with literally hundreds of choices every single day. And it's not until if you take the time in the day to count up how many decisions you have to make, I think you will be incredibly surprised with how many decisions you have to make, like, in a day.
I think you probably lose count.
Yeah. I feel like...
I think that's a now thing or just a general thing?
I think it's a general thing, but with, like... Everything's so available to us now. Like, you've got the internet and you've got social media and smartphones, and I think just that alone makes decision making.
There's a choice, and each choice is quicker than...
Exactly. That's why we doom scroll all day. You make the decision to sit there and scroll on your phone. You're like, you don't have to. Just things like that. And we have such a short attention span nowadays as well because of things like TikTok.
Yeah.
That we make so many decisions so quickly, you don't even realise. Like, I tried to challenge myself to count how many decisions I make in a day. I forgot halfway through it, of course. But
classic.
It got to like 50 and it was only like 11 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy. So, I cannot make a decision to save my life. I have no idea what I want. And the only decisions I can make are about if I think I need something. But if it's a want, I've got no idea. So, like, if I know I need something, like, I wake up and I'm like, right, I need to brush my teeth because that makes me feel better. I need to wash my face. I need a wee. Like, I can do that because I know I need those things.
Yeah.
But if it's like a want, like, oh, what do I want to do today? I'll sit there for hours.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I feel like making a decision when it's something that you want and not what you need can be really difficult.
Yeah. When I was off my knee, I found it hard to make decisions on what I want to do that day.
And it's hard to stay motivated.
Oh, it's very hard to stay motivated, yeah, definitely.
Because you don't need to do anything.
There's no accountability either if you don't.
Exactly, it's accountability as well. I think that's a big issue.
Unless you are very strict on yourself.
Yeah. One example is having like streaming paralysis. So people talk about, you know, I've got Netflix now, like Netflix and Disney Plus and everything. And how long can you sit scrolling on Netflix because you cannot decide what to watch? Like,
I never have that problem, to be fair.
I do. I sit there all day and be like, well, what if I don't enjoy that? And that's a waste of 1.5 hours. And then what if I start this series and I really like it and then that takes up 3 months of my life and I can't get rid of it? And then what if I really hate that series but I've committed to it and I don't want to stop committing to it because what if it gets better? But I don't know if it gets better because then I've wasted 3 months of my life and then I actually didn't even enjoy what I was doing in the first place.
What just happened? What actually just happened?
That plagues me. Does that not plague you?
No. I'm actually unsure as to what just happened. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you not... I think if I'm starting a series, like, if this wastes 3 months of my life, I'm going to be so upset.
I probably don't get that attached to it. How I think about it is like, if I'm watching a film, for example, put it on films.
Yeah.
If I don't like that film, I'd pick what I don't like from that film, and then if another film that I come across that I'm potentially interested in has that thing that I don't like, then I'm not going to watch it.
Well, you know, if you start to watch a film and you don't like it, will you carry on anyway? Watch the whole thing?
I'd either go to sleep or just stop.
So I have to watch it all the way through.
Maybe that's your problem.
Yeah,
You've
and
come
also
to attach.
with books, like if I start a book and I don't like it, it doesn't matter. I have to finish the book.
Oh, and I bet that takes even longer to finish.
It takes so long, weeks.
Oh, nice.
But I
Because
can't
you can
not
finish
do
it in
it.
a couple of days, to be fair.
Yeah.
Books.
Yeah, if I'm really committed to it. But then if you don't like it, you put it down more often.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I mean. You don't read read as fast as well because you're not edging to get to that next page.
Yeah. Anyway.
I feel like that you just unloaded there. You offloaded quite a bit.
This podcast is going to be therapy
feel better?
for me. Yeah, I do a bit.
I'm so glad.
Because the weight of decision making weighs me down every single day of my life. And technology and what I have available to me on my phone amplifies the problem. I could scroll for hours on Netflix, end up watching the same thing I've watched 50,000 times because it makes me feel better. And I'm so easily swayed also by what I listen to other people like. So if you're like, oh, I really like this, or if someone said, oh, I've liked this, I'll watch it, and then if I don't like it, I'll be like, well, someone else said it's good, so I have to watch it anyway. Because
I have to know what they're talking about.
It must get better.
Maybe it's the end.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might be different for you because you actually have like a job that requires you to go in every day and work. But because I don't, I don't know what to do with my day, so I just scroll on my phone instead. Trying to find
I couldn't do that.
I try and find inspiration for TikToks by watching other people's TikToks, but then I just find myself watching TikToks and not trying to take anything from them, just sending them to people because I find them funny. And then I've just spent my whole day doom scrolling saying it was research.
Fair enough.
And when I say I'm at work, I'm literally on my phone.
Fair enough.
If I've done one productive thing in the day, then I allow myself a screen time treat.
Nice.
that screen time treat turns into 4 hours of screen time, and when the task that I've completed only took me 10 minutes.
Nice.
And then I feel
take accountability for yourself.
And then I feel unproductive again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Is that not accountability enough? Like the fact that you feel unproductive?
Yeah, but I don't change my behaviour.
No. I don't think that's justification for it. That's just a reason.
No, it's not justification. I'm not justifying anything.
All right.
I shouldn't be doing it.
Change.
I can't. How? I don't get it. Anyway. So in the context of relationships, constantly choosing where to eat, what to do, or how to spend time with a partner or family can put strain on relationships if one person's constantly choosing. But I make you constantly choose.
I'm fucking drained.
Do you think that's like a burden
I'm
on
fucking
you?
fed up on it.
Is that a burden you bear in our
Yes.
relationship?
Yes, massive burden.
Do you resent me for it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
No, I'm joking. I don't really.
Don't say that. I'll take it to heart. Is decision making hard for you?
Not really.
See,
I just crack on with it.
That's why look, it doesn't strain because I don't like making them and Liam likes making them.
I don't
so-
like making them. Well, I'll make them. It's not something I enjoy. I don't go, oh, fucking hell, I got a right kick out of that choice.
I don't get how it's so easy for you to just make a decision. I just don't get how
Because you care too much. You overthink everything.
But why don't you care that much?
Because
It's not that you should. It doesn't matter. But
yeah, I just don't.
I don't know.
Do you know how you just
can't-
do?
Yeah,
I just don't.
I know. I just can't turn my brain off from.
You can't give me a reason as to why you overthink everything.
Yeah.
So I can't give you a reason why it just doesn't bother me as much.
I just want to be in your head.
I'm a bit more laid back than you in everything, to be fair.
Yeah, you are. Just generally a more laid back person.
Yeah.
But I've written down here, I can never choose where we eat or what we eat or where we sleep. Liam makes all of the decisions because I can't, because if I did, I'd be worried that the choice I made he wouldn't like and you'd silently grow to resent me when it makes no difference to me.
See,
because I don't actually have a preference.
See, I don't, and I tell you this, but you don't listen anyway.
What do you mean? You don't what?
I tell you I don't care.
Oh, you don't have a preference?
Yeah, I don't have a preference on things, so just choose. And you're like, no, you choose.
Yeah, because
so
I think,
exactly how
I
you...
think silently in your head you do have a preference, but you don't want to tell me.
I could think the same about you.
Yeah, but you don't mind making the decision that I do.
But my point is like, you might think that, I'm telling you you're not, so now you just don't believe me, so what's the problem there then? You just think I'm lying to you?
No, I don't think you're lying to me. I think you're protecting my feelings by wanting me to choose because you think it'll make me feel better because I'll end up doing what I want. But I don't want to do... I don't have a preference, so I don't want to make the decision thinking that it might be a decision that secretly in the back of your mind you don't want to do as much.
See, that is wild.
And then I'll do too many of those decisions in a row. And you'll be like,
how could you? You never do.
I haven't done anything that I wanted to do in this week, but silently you won't tell me because you'll feel bad because you've asked me. Do you know what I mean?
I'm losing my head.
I'm just worried that you'll grow to hate me if I make decisions. But I actually really, genuinely do not even have a preference. Like
I'm proud of you when you make a decision.
Yeah, I know.
The very rare moon occasion it does happen.
Yeah. But then what if I start making them willy-nilly and I make too many and then you hate me?
Kind of spiral we on.
This is just the way I think.
We're on a helter-skelter right now.
When I say I don't mind, I really don't mind. And I was like, well, you must mind a little bit. But I really don't care. I would so honestly prefer to do whatever you like. Because then I'll feel happy that you're doing something you want to do. I don't mind what I want to do. I'll like it whatever. I'm easy.
Exactly what I tell you.
But I don't believe everyone is as easygoing as me.
I'm laid back enough to make decisions.
I have no feelings about the subject. Let me do whatever you like.
Put it this way, I'm laid back enough to make decisions and I don't care enough to make decisions.
Yeah.
But I do care enough that the decisions you make are going to completely affect my life. I'm going to hate you. See, that doesn't weigh up. Do you get what I mean?
Yes.
Does that make more sense?
Yeah, it does, but it doesn't in my head.
It makes sense. You don't want it to make sense.
No.
That means you have to make decisions.
Yes. Like me and Liam, unpopular things that we do in our relationship, I might do a video on that, but we stay together every night. We sleep in the same bed no matter what. Even though we don't have a house together. Not yet. So either we'll stay at Liam's or we'll stay at mine. And I can never make that decision. Sometimes I do. If I sometimes I have a feeling that I need to stay at one house or the other that I can't explain.
Yeah, that's normally in your tummy though, isn't it?
Yeah, that we just have to go. So like because I'm scared of sick. If my emetophobia feels one day that I can't sleep at my house or I can't sleep at Liam's, I'll be like, I don't want to sleep at my house or I don't want to sleep at your house tonight. But more often than not, I'll just be like, where do you want to stop?
Yeah.
And then we'll just go wherever you like. But
I'll only just calculate it on whatever night it's been. If the night before it was like yours,
we haven't been at yours for a few nights, so we'll go to mine. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. We usually calculate it like that, but...
No, I usually calculate it like that.
Yeah, sometimes I have a preference. Which is not very often. I'm very easygoing. I'm also the type of person though, you know, when I go to someone's house and they're like, do you want anything? Do you want water? And I'm like, oh no, I don't want anything. I don't need anything ever. Let me just sit here. I won't even sit on a chair. I'll sit on the ground like, I don't want to be an inconvenience at all.
But sometimes that can be an inconvenience, you know.
Yeah, I
a very giving family might take that offensive.
Sometimes I take it, but I don't even want you to know I exist. Like, I just want to melt into the room. Like, I want to have no impact on your day at all because I'm worried that if it's ever so slightly negative, you'll hate me forever.
No. You think about it too. You cannot go to my grandma's house and not have a cup of tea.
No, I do that because I think that makes me feel better.
Face. Yes, exactly.
Also, I like cups of tea, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's true. But that's my point. My point is like some families are really giving. So if you used to go to someone's family and not want to sit on a chair, not want to drink water. Drink water's free, basically. It's like 2p for a cup of water.
But you have to get me a cup and go and get it and bring it back to me. I just feel like an inconvenience, and then you have to wash that cup later. I'm making more work for you. Just let me do nothing.
Spiraling again.
Do you know what I mean? Just let me do nothing.
I get what you mean. I get what you're saying.
But yeah.
Some people like the what's the word? Catering. Some
Yeah.
people like catering for people.
Yeah, like some people are probably like, oh, I touched my mic.
Ah!
Some people are like proper feeders. Like go to your house and love giving you food and stuff.
my
Like
mum
that's
was
my
a feeder.
nana.
My mum was a feeder
Yeah.
too. Hit the pantry. Hit it hard.
Yeah. But I hate the feeling of being an inconvenience. Now sometimes I feel like doing too much, I don't know, being involved too much makes you an inconvenience rather than someone you want to be there.
Come off it, man. Thinking too
I
much
mean-
about it.
Anyway.
What else you got?
How to combat decision fatigue. I put this bit in as sort of self-help actually.
What is that?
So decision fatigue is when you make too many decisions in a day and you get tired.
All right,
And you
okay.
just don't want to make any more. Like how I make you make decisions. Because
Right.
I don't want the stress of it. So this is how to combat that and how to make decisions. I wrote this down because I want to.
Thank God.
I want to learn myself. So one is adopt routines to minimize daily decisions. So meal prepping, wearing similar outfits, so having a distinct style, so you don't have to worry about what you're going to wear, and automating bills, so like doing direct debits and stuff. What did I do this week? I got a Gusto box.
Nice.
So
You did actually. Yeah.
it's not an ad. Gusto. If you would like to sponsor me, Gusto, please let me know. I have no choice. I'm having pasta bake. That's it. It's in the fridge. All the meal, all the stuff's there. I have to
ready.
cook it, but I'm having pasta bake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that eliminated my oh god, what am I going to cook for tea? I'm going to have to go shopping. I haven't got any food, and I just had to eat it,
I suppose that is one way of combating it.
and it was lovely.
But is that not the same as just going to the shop at, say, Sunday or Monday early on, getting all the stuff, and then it's in the fridge anyway, you've got to eat it?
Yeah,
All you gotta do is cook it.
it's similar, but I suppose with stuff like that, with like HelloFresh and Gusto boxes and things like that, the exact portion sizes are there. Everything's already chopped up for
Right.
you, so it's like not chopped up, but some stuff is. So it's like you don't even have to prepare and weigh the food. It's literally all ready for you to put straight in a pan.
Got you. All you
And
got to
like-
do is just empty out into a pan. Yeah, that
and the
makes sense.
recipe's there, like everything's all in one for you, so you can just do it. I need everything to be as simple as possible, I think.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But have you heard that, like, Mark Zuckerberg, that he wears the same clothes, not the same, but, like, really similar clothes. He wear the same colour shirt and the same trousers every day to eliminate the decision fatigue of having to decide what to wear.
He is a genius.
And how much bank does that man have?
Enough.
He earns, well, actually, I don't even want to get into it. Stupid.
Enough. He earns enough.
Enough that he could buy nicer clothes.
Yes. Not everyone's so materialistic.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the simplicity he likes. Maybe that's what he likes.
If I had more money than most monarchs, if I had more money than most rulers of the countries,
Go on.
if I could buy Europe in one go, I think I'd afford myself a little Prada handbag.
You're not Mark Zuckerberg, so
No,
we'll
I'm
never
not.
know.
I don't think he'd want a Prada handbag. Maybe he want. I don't actually know what old men wear. I don't know. I don't know
New
what he wants.
contacts for his alien eyes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
His little frog eyes, little froggy. But anyway.
this is not going on Facebook. Oh, you've got to
Also-
upload clips to Instagram of this. He's going to take them
Yeah,
down.
he's gonna
Mark, I'm
get-
sorry.
I'm never gonna get verified. Can you get verified normally now, or do you have to buy it?
God knows. You did on Twitter. I don't know if it's different.
Because I keep getting the pop-up saying, become Meta verified, and I'm like, I'm not buying it. That's such a cop-out. Like, if I could do that and not tell anyone.
Brokey.
No one would know.
Brokey.
Reiki. But I don't actually know if you can get verified without buying it anymore, and that puts me off.
So, not a clue.
Because I do want to be verified really bad.
I suppose what are you buying? Are you buying the badge, or are you buying the investigator to see if you're that person to be verified? Do you know what I mean? Because verification is just saying it's you. It's
Yeah,
actually you. It's not
yeah.
a fake account. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So are you paying Meta a fee to investigate you to see if you're the real person?
No, they just give you the tick, don't they? They just give
don't-
your account the tick.
Do they actually just do that, or do they actually look at your account and then go?
I don't know. I reckon they just give you the tick. I don't think they have time for everyone that wants to buy that. I reckon they just give it to you.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it might be something different.
I reckon there'll be like minor security checks, see if it's you. But I don't think they'll do any deep dive.
No, they're not going to deep dive now.
Yeah. I think it's quite surface level, if I'm honest. Also, giving yourself small, achievable, once-a-day tasks.
Okay.
Like making sure you brush your teeth in the morning, making sure you wash your face, and just things that keep you in check to make you feel motivated. Like, I know I have to post one TikTok a day. And I have to at least have created a video to be able to post.
Yeah.
So I know that keeps me in check with like making content and stuff.
Yeah.
You have to go to work.
I do every day.
Every day. And that's awful. I would quit if I had to do that. Work for me.
You've been close to quitting this, and you.
I would quit every other day. I hate this. All 3 people watching this, listen. You keep me going. Prioritise important decisions. So make critical decisions in the morning when your mind is fresh set.
Okay, that not tired you out quicker though.
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe
it's like 100-metre sprint versus marathon.
Yeah.
If you do a 100-metre sprint in a marathon.
What? If you do a 100-metre sprint in a marathon?
Yeah, if you sprint the first 100 metres in a marathon, then you're going to be pooped for the rest of the day, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's my point.
Yeah, that's true. Hey,
Got
don't complicate things. This is what my PowerPoint says. I always think a good day starts in the morning. Especially if I wake up early, it always goes well. Oh, yeah. If I wake up early in the morning, I'll message you at like 11. I'm like, this is it. I'm having a great day. If like by that evening, I feel like I've had such a better day. Or like, I've done a whole day and it's only 11 o'clock. That's amazing. Usually, sometimes I don't even get out of bed till 11.
And then it's doom scroll time.
Yeah, and then it's doom scroll time. And then I'll get in my favourite time of the day. And I'll play Sims for 3 hours. And then I'll be like, you idiot. And I'll cry myself to sleep. And I'll get into a spiral. But you don't get that because you have to wake up early every day anyway.
Sometimes I go to work after work and I don't have to do that. But I want to do it. Earn more money.
I don't understand how your head works at all.
Extra stuff.
You baffle me.
I get home and think I can earn more money.
God, yeah.
That's quite sad actually, isn't it?
That sounds like you need to start one of those really...
I need to be starting this podcast.
Yeah,
like a
with
watch
the mic going.
If you're broke,
yeah, you should
just buy a house.
When you go to a restaurant, you shouldn't be thinking, oh God, how am I going to pay for this meal? You should be thinking, how am I going to buy this restaurant?
Then once you bought the restaurant...
This is how I invested to make millions.
I franchised.
Oh God, that you never become like that.
But yeah, I do get home and I think... I say like because I work on price is how it works. So a lot of the time, as soon as I've finished my job, I don't just stay around for another 2 hours. I've finished, I get paid the same as I finished at 2 or if I finished at 5. So if I finish at 2 and I'm home for 2, if you're my boss, you're not... you didn't hear that. It doesn't matter, I still get paid the same. So if I'm coming home at 2, I was like, well, what about the rest of my day? How can I earn money now? Do you know what I mean? Whereas if I've been earning on day rate all day, and then hourly, I finish at 4:30, it's like, I feel more productive, but I've earned less. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
I could have filled my day out more.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I get home after price and think, well, what else can I do?
See, if I'd done...
And then that's when I start looking for jobs.
Done enough work to like get paid in the day. So like if I was you and I finished at 2 o'clock, I'd be like, bloody job well done. I'll sit down and scroll for a bit as a reward.
No.
I'll have a chocolate
So you just get on council, you do. You've been mint on council.
I don't know. That's what I do now.
I speak to someone who was working at council. They held a cable in front of them like this with one hand because he was on the phone with the other one for 8 hours. They did that with 38 cables. All they did was hold it to make sure I didn't get caught on anything. With 38 cables, and then that was it. That's all they did all day. Just sat in a cupboard on the phone. What?
No, see, I wouldn't reward myself for that. If I'd done something in the day no matter how long it took me though, like, I wouldn't reward myself for holding a cable. But like for actually doing something, be like, right, I've earned a day's work. Brilliant. Now it's time for me to do absolutely nothing because I've earned that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think, right, I've done. What can I do now?
Yeah.
It's still daylight outside. How can I earn some more money? I want to buy a house. You don't do that by going home and sitting on your phone, do you?
Yeah, but I think that, but I can't get myself to do anything about it.
All right. I don't know how I actually do it. Sorry, can't help you on that one.
It's all right. Anyway, outsourcing and delegating. Share out the mental load by delegating tasks at work or involving family in household decisions. That's me, I just delegate my tasks to you.
Fair.
I'm coming out sounding like a real lazy bitch. I do
Take out the lazy.
I do things, I swear. Create decision frameworks. Set a criteria for decisions in advance to make them quicker and easier. So, for example, use a checklist or set a time limit to decide when to whether to make a purchase or not. So, like, if you're doing something, if I'm online shopping for something that I need, like...
Jump by auctions.
That's not going in. If I'm shopping for something that I need to set a time and be like, right, you've got 2 minutes to decide whether you're going to buy this or not. And that's it after that.
Okay.
I think that's a really good idea because I'd get carried away. I think this would be helpful for people who have good time management. I have until Lorraine finishes to decide whether I want another slice of toast. That's my day-to-day decisions.
What if it's raining all day? You just starve.
I'm a little bit... No, till Lorraine.
Oh, Lorraine. I thought you said it finishes raining.
Finishes. No, in the morning when I get up and you go to work and I sit watching morning TV,
Yeah.
I'll be like, right, when Good Morning Britain's finished, I've got to have eaten my breakfast and finished my tea. And then Lorraine starts. I'm like, right, well, now I've got till the end of Lorraine. But Lorraine's only an hour, so that's fine. Because that's, for me, the time would come and I'd be like, well, I don't mind, so I have no idea. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, do I want another piece of toast? I've got until Lorraine to decide. And then Lorraine would start, I'd be like, I still don't know, so I guess I'll just sit here. I just don't have the... I don't have the mental capacity at all. I don't know how I do anything, actually, in the day.
Lily, that's really sad.
I know. I need a job. Someone employ me. I can't go on like this.
You just need someone to take accountability. Well, you need to take accountability for
I do
yourself.
take accountability. I'm accountable for being this shit. I just don't know how to try harder. I've given it everything I've got. I just haven't got a lot. I'm crying. I'm not actually happy. I'm upset.
Oh,
Anyway,
that is really funny.
Also, minimalism and decluttering.
Moving swiftly on.
Exploring how adopting minimalism reduces design-making demands. So fewer possessions, fewer choices about what to wear or maintain. Simpler schedule reduces constant planning and rearranging. So a lot of people are having like capsule wardrobes, which means loads of people are throwing out loads of their clothes and having like a capsule wardrobe with stuff that they wear all the time and not buying like trending pieces that go in and out. And it reduces like you waking up in the morning and going, oh, I don't know what to wear because I've got so much choice.
I'll just wear that because that's there and it fits my style.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that's what I wear every day. I like
What if you change your style? The whole wardrobe's got to go.
What if your jumper goes bobbly?
Oh no.
That's what I want to know. Like clothes get old and...
You're speaking to the wrong person about this. I got a jumper for Christmas. It's going to be the same jumper I'm going to wear for the next 2 years.
Yeah, you wear the same outfit every single day, but in just different flavours. But I love that.
It's true.
It's simple.
It's me.
You are wearing black socks with white trainers now, and it...
I know. Don't speak to me. I was going to wear black trainers, but then I didn't.
Okay.
Because they was really dirty.
Right. Yeah, and I don't want that on my nice carpet, actually. So that's fine. Can you get rid of stuff easily? Like, do you find it easy to declutter and like? I bet you don't even need to declutter because you don't buy that much in the first place. You are minimalist existence already.
I wear every day. I wear the same clothes.
Apart from when it comes to random shit that you buy off John Pye auctions, then we're starting to get a bit in the clutter.
Oh, now this goes in, does it?
You came home. Yeah, I'm keeping it in. You came home with a massage chair topper,
and it's fucking unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Cost £45. They're worth £300. It's the best thing I've ever bought. Yes, the other day I found out the bottom vibrates. Didn't know that. Didn't know I did that.
Brilliant. So now you can have a vibrating arse and a capsule wardrobe.
Yeah, I will.
You're gonna end up. I think if you were ever gonna clutter up with something, which I don't think you would because you're good at. What time is it? Oh God, it's 6.
Best story up.
If you were going to clutter up with anything, it would be tech stuff, like headphones, like, yours would be cool tech stuff.
100%. I like Bose headphones I bought us. I have AirPods.
Yeah.
I have AirPods, so like...
AirPods and headphones and like...
I have my headset that I wear.
Cool things for your Xbox, chairs, like, yours would definitely be like gamer sort of techie stuff. Yeah. Or things to make my life easier, so like my mics and things, you'd buy things for me.
Yeah. I do that.
But that's
actively bidding on 3 different gaming chairs.
I'm actively in an eBay war as we speak for 6 different gaming chairs.
Yeah, he keeps bidding up unless you're going to go around to his house and break his windows in a minute because it's doing my head in.
You're staying after work.
It's going up a quid every time, I know, it's doing my head in.
You're staying on after work doing all this extra work. How can I earn more money so I can blow it all on John Pye auctions for a new bass speaker to go underneath my TV?
Oh, yeah. No, I've already got one of them. I don't need another one.
I know.
Mint. You can believe it or not. Bedroom's going to be full soon. I'm going to start cleaning up, be able to walk through the door.
No. I get See, mine's clothes and stuff. I buy clothes because I buy into trends, and because I don't think I have a really specific style, so I buy loads of stuff. I love buying shoes as well. I'm a proper girl when it comes to I like buying shoes. I bought some new ones the other day. I haven't shown you them. They're really nice slingbacks, black, patent, pointy toes. You'll like them. Anyway, but then I end up on Vinted trying to haggle 14-year-olds down for a pair of joggers.
I know where you live.
I put all these clothes on Vinted, and then all it is teenagers. Pre-teens, actually, that are like, will you do this for 30p? No, I won't.
It's a quid.
30p? God, it's only £1.50. It's an essentials hoodie. God. Anyway.
Funny.
I've been holding that in. I also used to buy, I don't do this anymore, but you remember, I used to buy a new dress for every time I went out.
Bad.
Every weekend I'd buy a new dress because I had to wear a different...
And then you wouldn't wear it.
No.
You just choose a dress that you already worn anyway.
Yeah, when I got to... Before I went to uni, I used to buy a dress and then wear it that weekend and do that every single weekend, like Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, okay, that's why I have so many dresses.
Hitting the clubs at 18. But then when I got to uni, I couldn't take all my stuff with me. I started wearing a lot of stuff over again, and then I started wearing jeans and t-shirts to club.
So
Game changer, by the way.
Rate that. I actually rate that.
Absolute game changer. Okay. I don't have much time left. I have to run off. So, shall we go through?
Yes.
The decisions. I asked people, what is the worst decision you've ever made?
Have you got what was it on Instagram?
I asked you on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. You don't even have to follow me. Keep in touch with me on Instagram if you want to be involved in my polls and stuff that I do for the podcast, because I always ask loads of stuff on Instagram and I get some great replies. You can DM me, you can voice note me, confessions, dilemmas, whatever. But this is what I asked today. I asked, what is the worst decision you've ever made? Lots of people just put X's first. Fair enough. Learning curves, though.
Yes.
I see that as a learning curve. Picking Spanish as an A-level.
Oh.
Massive mistake.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. No, you should never have done that. Not making my feelings known towards someone. Ooh. I got quite a few like this.
That's deep.
Yeah, that is quite deep. But I like it because I do think if there's one thing you're ever going to regret in your life, it's to do with love and love interest. I
suppose.
You never know.
So that hangs with you, doesn't it?
That decision's going to stay with you. You can only get rejected, the worst thing anyone can say to you is no.
Yeah.
So.
Well, see, if you look at some clips on Instagram, I mean, that's not really the case.
The worst thing any man can ever do to you is become extremely famous on TikTok, doing a horrendously sexist podcast, and then, say really awful things about you and publicly embarrass your Instagram on live.
Yeah, that would be one of the worst things, yeah.
But that,
only up from there.
You had to try it because everything's an experience.
I was going to say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah, exactly. Not buying Bitcoin when I was 6.
Not buying a house when I was 4 years old.
Yeah. Choosing to go into Pop World in Sheffield.
Fair.
I can second that one.
Yeah, that's fair.
I became a naked barman for hen parties in uni, and I started teaching at high school the next year.
That's one of the best things ever. Why is that a bad choice?
Yeah, but
what a wizard.
What if it's like parents' evening, and then one of the mums is like, God, you are my best friend's naked waiter.
Blow her a kiss.
Yeah, I used to be. Now I teach history.
Now I teach your kid.
Your son's a dick, by the way. Do you know he can't read?
Idiot.
Probably because he's got a topless waiter teaching him. Anyway, spending my inheritance on useless stuff because it felt bad to have.
Okay, that's
quite deep, actually.
That's wild, yeah.
Yeah, don't. Sorry.
I'd have probably invested that, to be fair.
Yeah, no. Maybe a house deposit or something. Yeah.
I don't know whether they did that, actually.
Not taking a chance on dating a friend years ago when I had the chance to.
Damn.
Putting my ex's windows in. That's never good. Is that? I did that. We've all been there.
Sure. I'm a window man by trade, by the way.
Or window fitter, if you need. Finishing with my lovely girlfriend and getting back with a horrible ex. Yeah, that was a mistake.
Oh, damn.
That was a mistake.
Now you're reaping the rewards of that one, aren't you?
Someone put swimming into the egg.
That's genius.
Fair enough. That's quite funny. Anyway, So they were some good responses that I got to what's the worst decision you've ever made. I also ask who makes the decisions in your relationship and why.
That was a good haul, by the way.
That was a good haul, wasn't it? I had so many more.
Yeah.
My partner decides most things, and that's because she's a lot smarter than me. I love that.
Fair.
That's why I like to let you make a lot
More
of the decisions.
educated.
Because you're clever, because you've got really good common sense, so I feel like you'll make the best decision for the time in that moment.
Fair enough.
Me.
Haven't got a degree, by the way.
I've stayed... Yeah, but my degree means absolutely nothing. Her, because she's the boss. It's that simple.
Fair.
When I was married, she made the decisions because I didn't want to fight. That's not a great
Fucking
reason.
pussy.
Funny!
Go up here!
Do you use femme fresh? Anyway. The missus, because regardless of whatever I say, she's right.
Also a great point.
I also,
Like a wife, like a
you
life.
always hear loads of men saying like, "Ooh, girlfriend wears the pants. I just let her make the decision. She's always right." Well, we don't have that. I'm not always right.
See, this is the only woman I have ever met that has ever said that. Can we clip that, please? I'm
never right. Liam is always right.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good to hear. Sorry, my head's gone.
Sorry, I just haven't got a lot of common sense. And if unless
not always right.
Unless I'm factually backing something up. If I'm talking about something that I actually know about, I'll back myself and be like, yeah, I know this is right, so I'll say it. But if I'm like, oh, I think this would be good, and Liam's like, no, we should do this, I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
You should believe in yourself more, because you don't do things you want to do.
You're you're treading on my self-belief, Liam.
I'm not doing anything. You're making me out to be a really bad person right now.
No, I'd rather you make all the decisions because I do think you're better at making them and I do think you're right more of the time.
Oh.
I
still don't believe she's real sometimes. And here's with the last one and then call it. You're running on fumes.
She makes the decisions because I'm a man-child with money that can't be trusted. I'm a man-child with money that I can't be trusted with.
I think I might know who sent you that message.
That was me. I sent that in.
John and your pies, get away from me.
John pies. And the last question I asked was, do you do anything to help you make decisions throughout the day? To make decision making easier, do you do anything like using apps like decision making apps or?
No, I just crack on with it.
Yeah, you don't have to because your mind is clear as a bell. I think you might. Yeah. I don't know how you like me at all. Actually, I feel like I'm so.
Opposites attract.
I don't think I'm a neurodivergent person, but in comparison to you, I'm wild.
I have no clue what that means.
Like ADHD, sort of.
Oh yeah, you're
something slightly going on up there that isn't the average.
Yeah. You are.
Someone said I'd roll a dice to see whether I should do something or not. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Then if you're not happy, choose whatever the opposite was.
See, we can't even do that. We literally can't even do eeny, meeny, miny, mo because you go, oh, well, whichever one you start with, I know what you can do.
Yeah, because that's the rules of eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Whatever you start with, you'll end on the opposite one because the beat.
You must be dead fun at pies.
I am. I have to drink. See, this is why I have to drink. I could never go teetotal because I'm insufferable.
Yeah, well, actually...
Actually, that's not even... You can't even decide that way. Write a list, then look at my list and prioritise and decide what I'm going to do. That's such a good way of doing it. Freeball it. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen.
Facts, that's what I think.
Yeah. What would someone else do? So, depending on the decision, I think, what would X do? So, if I was... I don't know. Maybe I'd think, like, what would my mum do if I was cooking or something? Or if I was making something, what would Liam do?
You should do that.
Try and channel you. That's a good idea.
I still feel like you just ring me up and say, what would you do?
Yeah, someone just ask someone else. Yes. Flip a coin. If I'm happy about the result, then I'll do it. But if I'm not happy, then I wanted the other one and I'll make the other decision.
See, that happens quite often. I have to do that with you.
Yeah.
You don't even realise I do it half the time.
No, well, now you're telling me I'll notice. Now you're telling me I'll think you're doing it all the time and I'll be like, hey, you just saying that so I'll pick something else. Brilliant, I'm going to be insufferable now, well done.
You already are.
Also, I did want to talk about decision paralysis stories, but we don't have much time. But I would like to talk about one decision paralysis story that I've had.
Go on.
When you make a decision, you think it's the right one, and then you get there and you're like, this isn't right, but you've got to do it. So I did this at the party boat in Zante.
Nice.
I also did it on the turtle sightseeing boat in Iron Upper. I decided I'm going to jump off the boat because that'll be really fun.
Have you noticed both of these times that she's made these paralysis decisions? I weren't there.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't
You'd
there.
have told me that I wouldn't have enjoyed it before. And I get to the top of the board in Zante, jumping off the pirate ship. Zante Bible. I don't think that exists anymore, actually. Anyway,
Really?
and I get there and I was like, this will be so fun. I've had tequila.
Wasn't.
Yeah, I get to the top and I was like, this is high. I'm scared of heights. And I'm like, this is high. And there's a massive queue of drunk 18-year-olds behind me going, way. Like,
Water!
and I'm like,
Jump in the water!
I'm going, well, now I actually have to go because otherwise I'm going to look like a fanny.
Yeah.
So I had to jump off even though I didn't actually want to. But I did have a good time, so...
There you go, so it was the right decision in the
Yeah,
end.
I did the same thing in Iron Apple. In Iron Apple, it was so high, but it was a turtle sightseeing cruise, so it wasn't a party boat, and there was just a queue of children behind me. And I got up there and I was like, this is horrifying! And the little...
Kids are going
the
to Iron Apple.
Cypriot man was like, you go! And I was like, okay! And I had to go.
It was your turn.
Anyway, that's my decision paralysis story. So if you go on the party boats in Zante and Iron Apple, just jump off. I promise you'll have a good time. And it makes you do it because there's a queue of people behind you. And if you turn around, you are a fanny, so you have to do it.
Pussy!
Right, thank you guys so much for joining in and answering my questions on Instagram. Go and follow me on Instagram, Lily_and_Eva.x. And because that's where I interact with you all. Send me an email if you want to send me in a question or a dilemma or something you want to see on the pod. My email address is lilstakespod@gmail.com. And yeah, you'll be seeing hopefully more of us and more consistently every Thursday, 10 a.m. on...
You and your beavers.
Me and my beavers. Actually, I look like I'm expecting floods with how short these are.
That's all right.
Yeah, me and my beavers and Liam will be here 10 a.m. every Thursday on wherever you get your podcasts. We're now on Apple Podcasts as well, which is so exciting.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. So thank you guys so much for joining in. Thank you, Liam, for coming.
That's all right.
Do you have any final words?
Absolutely nothing.
Before I kill you.
Make your decisions.
Yeah, make decisions for yourself. Or ring up Liam and he'll do it for you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.